Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, everybody, for the delay. I had to figure out my setup real quick. Hi, Demi Gray Murphy 7. Hey, Kelly Loves Deftones. Hi, Bethany. Hi, Heart Angelica. Hi, Danny Dowes. So I'm going to start by answering some questions that you guys asked in the comments. Well, somebody asked, what's Ravi's favorite band or singer I must know? I don't know what mine is specifically. I think Ravi specifically. I think he does love, some oldies, you know. I've said before, I feel like Ravi's kind of an EDM nut. But, singer-wise, maybe he really likes Bruce Springsteen or something. What's my favorite episode ever? That's kind of tough. There's a lot to choose from. Okay. The season that we went to the prison was kind of cool. It was very surreal. That whole episode was like Ravi being much more heroic than he had been shown previously. So that's always got a special place in my heart. People always ask, what is, or how does it feel being the people's princess? Great. I'm pretty sure. It's nice. I've never been royalty before, so it's a good feeling. Oh, somebody said my letterboxed, Ravi specifically letterboxed top 4. I think Ravi really does love comedies. You know what I mean? Kind of almost like goofball, like Adam Sandler-esque comedies. Because his job is so stressful, he just loves to unwind sometimes. So in his top 4, it would be Click, you know, 'cause with Adam Sandler, it's very, very funny, but it's also very, very sentimental towards the end. No spoilers. I think Ravi's also kind of a dork, so he does love superhero movies, you know, I want to say. So I think he's a big fan of Spider-Man. Maybe Spider-Man 2. I think he's definitely up there. But you know, he's got depth too. So I'm sure he's got he's into some artsy, very artsy, very art house type cinema. So maybe some classics like Rashomon, right? And for the final one, I want to say, you know what? Ravi loved the Minecraft movie. Let's be honest. He's a big Jason Momoa fan, right? Let me see. I have watched Stranger Things. Ravi's Spider-Man agenda, I love that. Let's see some questions about the show. How's his family like? Well, you know, he's done an off-duty save while he was with his family. So they're definitely very much intertwined into Ravi's life, which is awesome. What's my favorite thing in 911 so far? Oh, come on. The 118 and the associated 118 family, of course. What did I, as Anirudh, think of the Minecraft movie? It was okay. It's not really my cup of tea, but it is Ravi's. Well, my favorite Ravi moment. My favorite Ravi moments might actually be in tonight's episode, so stay tuned. Hi, Fanny Lucianaga Lu. Hi, I hope Chile is great. JK2216. Hi, I hope New York is cool right now. Let's see who else. Mia15, Rose 95. What's going on? Somebody said thoughts on 6-7. We're not going to get into that. G Mariner. Yeah, I am super excited for this next part of the season. We were discussing today kind of like some of what can be expected, and all of it is like it's really fun. It's going to be really impactful and really powerful. And so really hope the fans are going to resonate with that. I think the fans are going to go M4heen.r. I think the fans are going to go crazy after today's episode. ALNXRTH, I don't know how to pronounce that. Alan Earth said, would I ever narrate a documentary about ducks? If the price is right, I guess. I'm giving Prince Naveen. Well, thank you. Miss Delgado, love you. Thanks for being on the show. Do you have a favorite line? Yeah. Women flee you? What's my favorite scene? Oh, favorite emergency. Let's do that one. It's hard to say pin down like a actual favorite one, but the ones where there's like a lot of like props and prosthetics, those are always kind of cool because you get to see a side of the filming process that you really don't, most of the days. Sometimes it's like a set with a house, and you have all your firefighter props and everything, but for the most part, people are gonna be all right. You're wheeling them out. But when there's like a crazy emergency and there's like blood effects and like prosthetics on people and a crazy kind of like out of the box emergency, it always kind of like makes the imagination and like really plays into the realism, and I don't know, you feel like a kid again. It's awesome. What's going on, Elijah? Saw you joined. My favorite outfit of Ravi's that I've worn recently. I wore an outfit in the fitting recently. That was really nice, but I can't tell you what. Hi, Yasmin. How's it going? Hi, Violet. Who would I trust in the event of an emergency? Character and cast member. Character-wise, I think Chim. He's a family man. He's the cap. Cast member-wise, Oliver. Come on, he's a capable human being and a good human being. Does Ravi prefer hanging out with Buck or Eddie? Neither. What's Ravi's favorite South Asian snack, though? I want to say Ravi's also South Indian, like myself, so probably Italy's, if you guys know what that is. Hey, 911 Nashville. We want Nash. You think Ravi is as much of a hater on the show as Oliver is IRL? Nah. It's all love. It's all love in both places. But I want Ravi to have a near-death experience. Yes, emphasis on the near, though. Have any of the emergencies sparked a new fear/phobia for you? Yeah, I guess, I'll be honest, I never really thought about, like, before I started working on the show, I never really thought about fires as, like, a thing. You know what I mean? And I guess partly because I moved to California also. Like, I never thought about, okay, I could get, something could go wrong in the house and malfunction, wiring, whatever, and your house could burn down. Now that we've done so many emergencies that have fire, I'm like constantly thinking about, oh wow, like is this fire rated? Like is this gonna hold? Is this gonna survive? So maybe that's a new fear, a new phobia, something that I wasn't thinking about earlier, and maybe that's for the better, right? Visit Philippines, please, says Reindeer. I would love that. I hear it's beautiful. Ravi's signature scent, Dylan Blue by Versace. Could you say hi, Paulina? Hi, Paulina. How's it going? Catherine Longnecker. Robbie's just hoping that when he goes out with Eddie and Buck, that he can end up just leaving early. It's happened once. Does the 118 have a family group chat? And who's the funniest on it? If so, I want to say it's a toss-up between Aisha and Kenny. What did Elijah say? Oh, I see Oliver joined too. Is this live real? Oh my God. Matrix coded? How many outfits do I have? I've never really counted that. Hi, Roscoe. Kayla May's dog. Hi, Rory. What's going on? Most interesting / unique hobby someone on set has. I guess unique. I think Ryan, he's like trained to be like a professional fighter. I think that's pretty unique. You don't know that many people who do that. Do you think Robbie could complete an escape room by himself? Yeah. I'm pretty good at escape rooms, okay? Pretty good at trivia, too. Do I think Ravi's actually secretly fucks with the 118 chaos? Oh, yeah, he thrives in it. And I also feel like, even if he wasn't like that before, but now that he's been, like, marinated in it, that's his... that's his jam now, He can't live without that. If Ravi was a fruit, what would he be? I'll come back to that one. Is Ravi tired about Buck rumbling about Eddie? Rambling, I believe. I'm sure he is. How many buildings does Ravi own now? Let's see, last time it was 3rd. I'm going to say 5. He would be a pineapple. Okay, spiky. Ooh, do you think Ravi's going to be Buck's best friend? He's already Ravi's best friend. Oh, sorry. Do you think Ravi's going to be Buck's best friend? He's already Buck's best friend. Ravi a cat or a dog person or a secret third option? I think Ravi is a cat person. I'm a dog person in real life, but I really do think he's a cat person. If Ravi wasn't a firefighter, what would he be? A real estate mogul. How did I react to the chastity belt emergency? I laughed. It's pretty hilarious. Advice on how to go to sleep. It's 1 a.m. and I'm just not able to fall asleep. Anyways, loving this live. This is something that I've been doing recently, where you lie down and you just imagine yourself sinking into the bed, like the bed is just enveloping you, like you're just going into this never-ending cloud. I mean, I'm hoping where you are sleeping is comfortable, but just imagine you're going into this never-ending cloud, and then it envelops you, and then once it goes over your eyes, that's it. Drift off into sleep. And if that doesn't work, I can't help you. Can we get Ravi rocking the earring? Yes. It's not in their regs, though. Hey, Rosemary Dizon. Can you say hi, Gigi? Hi, Gigi in Sydney. Hi, Rosario. Hi, Allison. What does Robbie spend his landlord money on? Well, like any good landlord, more buildings. Favorite English football team? Arsenal, of course. Robbie's smart enough to actually get out of the smart room before any of the 118 members. Will anyone be joining the live stream with me? I think some people joined in and then they left. Would Robbie own a raccoon? Probably not. Robbie's in 118 just for gossips, I believe. Okay, a bit reductive. What can I tease you about tonight's episode? It's a fun one. And it's a three-parter, but like not 3 episodes. Like a 3-parter within the episode. I don't know. You'll see it. You'll get it. Hi, Maddie and Vivian. How's it going? Does Robbie actually help his tenants? I do. Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's a good guy. I don't think he's one of those guys who puts on different hats, Yeah, he fixes their buildings and the problems associated with it and like takes care. When is Bobby Nash coming back? I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. You guys are responding faster than I can keep up. What's my favorite? Hi, Adeline. Hi, who is Lupita? Bruno Medora said, Andrew, come to Brazil? Absolutely. I'm actually maybe coming this year. DM81, what's going on? Were you and 911 at the same time playing a teen and never have I ever? Yeah, I was. Does Robbie listen to Taylor Swift? Nah, I don't think he's a Swiftie, fortunately. I think he respects Taylor Swift's talent and acumen. I just don't think he's a fan of the music. He can't really identify with it, I don't feel about the theory that Ravi's secretly married. I guess art imitates life. Somebody asked, how much does Ravi bench press? About 225. He reps that. Do I miss Mustache Eddie? Yes, I miss Mustache Eddie. I missed Mustache Eddie. Hope he comes back. Hi, Nina. How are you? What's my favorite thing on set? What would Robbie's favorite show be? That's tough. I really want to say, I think he does like reality TV too, though. He's got multitudes. I think he's a big Selling Sunset stan. Will we have any Robbie-focused plot lines coming up? I don't know. We'll see. Summer or winter? Ooh, depends where, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did I like filming this episode? 10 out of 10. It was great. It was really, really fun. Oh my God, hi. They hate because they ain't Kate. I like that. Hi, Xenia. How are you? Who messes up their lines the most? It's kind of a toss-up. Probably me. My eyebrows are fantastic. Thank you so much. Has Ravi watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? I'm sure Ravi's aware of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Ravi's the type of guy who cries during every movie. That's slander, even if it's true. What's Ravi's spirit animal? A condor. Yeah. How does it feel being funnier than Oliver? Words cannot express the satisfaction. Oh my gosh. Hi, Soraya. Hi, Abdu. Hi, Monique. Brazil loves you. I kind of rhymed. Hi, Peyton and Lay. Shout out to April and Holly. Do I think Robbie's cancer storyline will be brought up again? You know, there's a part of me where I do hope that we explore it more, but you bringing it up again might be involving Robbie getting cancer, and that's, you know, I'd rather not have that happen. But maybe somebody from his past about that. Susanna Ear, happy birthday. You just turned 18? That's awesome. Hi, Katie. What's my favorite ABC show besides 911? Okay, so true story. My favorite show of all time is Lost, which was airing on ABC many years ago. So I want to say it's that. How do I convince Oliver to film TikToks with you? Guilt. You know, explaining the situation to him, step by step, the context, where it's going to be, how it's going to be filmed. It's a lot, I know. You should be in that app where people give you money to say something. All right. Have I cried filming or watching any of the episodes? Yeah, I have. You know, there's been some powerful moments. Do you usually watch the episodes live when they come out? Yes, unless I'm working, in which case I'll just, watch it when I get home or the next day. One word to describe tonight's episodes. Caliente. Sarah, you're not allowed to fall asleep before 911.
Sorry, I don't understand.
That's my Siri going off. How do I feel about Kenny being funnier than me? I love it because he makes me laugh. Somebody said, I'm going to eat you. Odd choice of words. Hey, Sky. Who's the biggest prankster? Oh, Kenny, for sure. California's great. Yeah, I think I am most chronically online member. I think we're all online a lot. I think Corinne is on TikTok the most. And then maybe me. I think Ryan's online a lot as well. And probably Aisha and then Oliver and then Kenny last. But I don't know, honestly, all of us are kind of on it in different ways at all the time. We all stay kind of up to date. Hi, Lucy. Do you think Robbie has siblings? I think he's got a brother. Yeah, an older brother. Hey, close personal friend of Antonia named Shane. We don't really video chat, no. Hi, Jess. Robbie's favorite video games. Ooh. I think Robbie's kind of basic. I'm going to be honest. When it comes to video games, I think he just loves things like Call of Duty, things like Battlefield, just FPSs. Hi, Super Dead Lil Libby, watching from Argentina. I hope Argentina's cool right now. People keep asking if I've seen Heated Rivalry. I have not seen Heated Rivalry, unfortunately. Can't even talk right now. My dream crossover episode. I'll tell you what my dream type of episode is. I would love for it to be like one of those musical episodes like they used to do in the day, or in the old days. Like somebody has like a brain injury or something like that, and they just see all the characters sing-songing all over the place. I think that'd be really fun. Hi, Carla Ferraras. I do still play video games, yeah. Can I sing? Not well, fortunately. Oh, shit. Hey. What was... Hi, Shayla. Sing something for us now. Hi, Grace. Hi, Kaylin. Hi, Anaya. Oh, is anyone in the cast caught up in One Piece? I am. But that's it. I don't think anyone else watches it or reads it. What place in LA do you think is Ravi's favorite? That's a good question. I think like eating wise, or you mean like, just place to go? I honestly think he's one of those guys. He loves, after a shift, he'll go up to the top of Mulholland, look down at the city, twinkling lights, just kind of take it all in. Should be do his gratitude moment, What's up, Phi Beta Chi at the University of Cincinnati? Sorry, Pi Beta Phi at the University of Cincinnati. What anime character would Ravi be? I think his name is Uruhara from Bleach. I think he got the similar vibe. How much would Ravi charge for a studio apartment? Too much. "29 minutes. All right, guys, I'm going to end this in a couple of minutes, so ask your burning questions. What flavor LaCroix am I drinking? Pamplemousse. Do I have a favorite anime? I think, I don't know, there's some stuff that's going on right now, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is consistently ranks up there as one of the best of all time for me. Does Ravi have a favorite coffee order? Yeah, just black coffee. Straight. No milk, no sugar. That's how he likes it. Somebody asked for an Australian accent. This is my attempt at an Australian accent. Just enjoying my LaCroix. Pamplemousse flavour. Let me know what you think. Are there any stunts that I really want to try one day? I'm going to drop the accent now. No, not really. But I really do want to do some stunt driving classes. I think that would be really cool. Kind of like how Tom Cruise does all the stunt driving stuff. But as far as like jumping off stuff, hi Gracie, setting myself on fire, jumping off buildings, taking falls, that's not really interesting to me. What is my skincare? Moisturize, cleanse once a day, moisturize, and use sunscreen. That's all you need. Oh, and a retinol if your skin can tolerate it. Something I'm looking forward to in 2026 for Ravi. New adventures. Hi, Sophie McFerrin 1234. Ooh, favorite arc from One Piece? Wano's. I mean, Wano's a peak moment. What kind of music do you think Ravi would listen to? I think I answered this before. Out of the cast, who'd win in Mario Kart? I actually think Oliver would probably win in Mario Kart. He's pretty good. Hi, Gracie. Hi, Michaela. D. Montemarano. Unfortunately, I don't think I can officiate your wedding. That being said, I am legally allowed to do that because I have like a license from some online church. So the more you know. Oliver is competitive. I should do a BuzzFeed Thirst tweets video. Yeah, I should. Is Ravi a pets guy? Yeah, he is a pets guy, but a cat guy specifically. What pet should Ravi have? I think he's a cat guy. You know, Ravi's kind of practical at times, so he doesn't have the time for dogs, that sort of thing. Hi, Bree and Lori. Ravi's preferred pizza topping. Ravi's definitely a Hawaiian dude, you know, so he loves the ham, pineapple combo. Hi, Tanisha. Shimitopia, you're graduating soon. Any advice? Honestly, before you make any moves, give yourself a year to really figure out what it is that you want to do. If you already know that, still, it's going to be some time before you really understand what your, and I don't want to say purpose, but like what your calling is. And so just give yourself some time, you know, and be kind to yourself because you're still young, you're still learning. Lizard CCP said, homie, I was fast asleep. All right. Wake up. Snoopy, Ravi, Veda, Gabriella. Hi. If Ravi wasn't a firefighter or a landlord, haha, what would he be? Honestly, and don't hate me for this, I think he'd probably be like a CPA or something like that. Kind of something boring, you know? Something very practical. Hi, Alice and Alva. But he's so lucky that he's found his calling in being a firefighter, you know? Hi, Catherine. Ravi would move to Dubai like a normal property boat. Let's be real. Huh? Hi, Anna. Will be number one in Ravi's bucket list. Oh, man. I think Ravi really wants to go to Antarctica. I think that'd be very cool. We should not be scared for this episode. It's going to be really fun. Get hyped. And on that note, everybody, thank you so much for coming to this live. It's been great. I'll still be doing the takeover for like another 20 minutes. So any other questions you have, burning questions, just comment on my story, on the Now on ABC story, and I'll try and get to it. All right? Love you all so much. See you soon, and hope you enjoyed tonight's episode.